Who were the Incas? Their stone cities cling to the Andes like eagles' nests, their legends echoing through the mountains. We see the remnants of their immense power and wealth, but deeper mysteries remain. What secrets did they hide in these unforgiving peaks? What knowledge let them thrive where others failed? Their clues are scattered, written in the stars they worshipped and the stones they carved with impossible precision. The Andes are wild, unpredictable, and the Incas didn't just survive. They mastered this world. They built roads spanning thousands of miles, cultivated crops on sheer cliffs, and created the largest empire of their time. How? Not brute force, but a profound understanding of the land and a connection to forces we barely grasp today. Imagine an empire without the wheel or a written alphabet, yet their engineering baffles us still. Massive stones, fitted so perfectly that not even a blade can slip between them. This was artistry and vision on a colossal scale. Every fortress and terraced field is a silent testament to their genius. Legends speak of golden gardens, treasures hidden from conquistadors, and secret cities lost to time. Are these just stories or fragments of forgotten truths? The Incas were brilliant engineers, fierce warriors, and devout sun worshippers. To understand them, we must embrace their complexity and venture into the unknown. The Andes hold their secrets close, but the whispers are still there for those who listen. The journey to uncover the Inca's story begins here. To understand the Incas, start with their gods. They believed themselves descendants of Inti, the sun god. Their origin story: Inti sent Manco Capac and Mama Oclo from Lake Titicaca, carrying a golden staff. Their mission: find the place where the staff would sink into the earth and build a civilization there. After a long journey, they found a fertile valley, Cusco, the navel of their world. Cusco was more than a city. It was a sacred space, designed in the shape of a puma, with Sacsayhuaman as its head. From this heart, the empire grew, connected by an incredible network of roads. The Sapa Inca, their emperor, was seen as a living god. His word was law. This divine right fueled their ambition and united millions under the sun god's banner. Their belief in a sacred destiny drove their expansion and achievements. But was this just myth, or did their connection to the sun give them a unique power? The mystery of the Incas' rise begins in the heart of their sacred city. Their faith shaped their world, and perhaps gave them the edge to build an empire. To understand their achievements, we must see through their eyes. The story of the Incas is a story of faith, destiny, and cosmic purpose. The Inca Empire rose with astonishing speed, from a small tribe to rulers of a vast territory in less than a century. Tawantinsuyu, the four regions, stretched 2,500 miles along the Andes, covering much of western South America. Their expansion was swift, driven by military prowess and strategic assimilation. They educated the children of conquered leaders in Cusco, turning them into loyal agents. The Incas absorbed the best skills and technologies from those they conquered, creating a powerful, unified machine. Their engineering was unmatched. The Capac Ñan road system connected the empire, with suspension bridges, stone stairways, and tunnels. Relay runners, chasqui, carried messages across vast distances in a single day. Gold was sacred, the sweat of the sun, adorning temples like the Coricancha, where even the gardens were crafted from gold. This wealth drew the eyes of outsiders, making the empire a target. The Golden Empire's brilliance would ultimately attract its doom. High in the Andes, Machu Picchu rises from the mist, a city that defies explanation. Built on a narrow ridge, it was lost to the world for centuries, its purpose still debated. Was it a royal estate, a sacred site, or a secret refuge? The Incas left only silent stones. Their engineering is breathtaking. Terraced slopes for farming, intricate water channels, and massive stones fitted without mortar. The Intihuatana stone, The hitching post of the sun aligns perfectly with the solstices, a celestial observatory and sacred clock. Machu Picchu was inhabited for only about a century before being mysteriously abandoned. No signs of battle or plague, just a city left to the jungle. Was its purpose fulfilled, or did disaster strike? The silence of Machu Picchu is haunting, a monument to a lost world. Its secrets remain locked in stone and cloud. Machu Picchu stands as a testament to Inca ingenuity and mystery. The citadel in the clouds still guards its ancient truths. The legend of Paititi, the lost city of gold, remains the Incas' most tantalizing mystery. As the Spanish invaded, the Incas supposedly hid their treasures in a secret city deep in the jungle. Paititi is said to hold unimaginable wealth, golden gardens, sacred artifacts, the riches of an empire. The search for Paititi is perilous. Dense rainforest, dangerous wildlife, and vanishing trails. Many have tried to find it. Some returned empty-handed, others vanished forever. Evidence is scarce but intriguing. Ancient trails leading into the jungle, satellite images of geometric patterns, and stories from local tribes. Archaeologists have found Inca outposts in remote areas, hinting at deeper secrets. For the Machigenga people, tales of a hidden stone city persist. Is Paititi real or just a legend? If found, it could reveal a perfectly preserved Inca world, untouched by conquest. The allure of Paititi is the allure of the unknown, a lost world waiting to be discovered. The jungle keeps its secrets well. The Incas managed a vast empire without a written language, no alphabet, no hieroglyphs. Their answer, the Quipu, a system of knotted strings encoding information. Each knot, color, and position represented numbers and data, an ancient spreadsheet. Chasquiranas carried quipus across the empire, enabling efficient administration. But quipus may have held more. Histories, laws, even poetry, read by specialists called Quipu Code. Most quipus were destroyed by the Spanish, and the narrative code is lost. Today we can read the numbers, but the stories remain hidden. Cracking the Quipu Code would be like finding the Rosetta Stone of the Andes. The threads are there. The meaning waits to be rediscovered. For the Incas, the world was alive with sacred power. Mountains were gods, the earth a goddess. Rituals maintained balance, offerings of coca, corn, and textiles, and the sacrifice of llamas. But some ceremonies were darker, capacocha, the ritual of child sacrifice. Chosen children, honored and treated as royalty, were taken to the highest peaks. There, they were gently put to sleep and left as eternal guardians, believed to become divine. Recent discoveries of frozen child mummies reveal haunting details of these rituals. Their preservation offers a window into Inca beliefs and the thin line between life and divinity. These sacrifices were acts of faith meant to sustain the empire. The Incas' world was one where the sacred and the mortal were inseparable. The Inca Empire fell with shocking speed. In 1532, it was at its height. Within years, it was shattered by a handful of Spanish conquistadors led by Pizarro. The Spanish brought steel, guns, horses, and deadly diseases that decimated the native population. The Incas were weakened by civil war when the Spanish arrived. Atahualpa, the emperor, was captured in a surprise attack at Cajamarca. He offered a room filled with gold and silver for his release, but the Spanish executed him anyway. The psychological blow was devastating. The living god had fallen. The empire's central command was severed. The Incas fought on in the mountains and jungles, but the unified empire was gone. The fall was sudden, violent, and left only ruins and mysteries. The Golden Age ended not with a slow decline, but in a cataclysm. The Andes were left with ghosts and unanswered questions. The empire vanished, but its legacy endures. Among the ruins of the Inca Empire, questions outnumber answers. The stones, the quipus, and the jungle all guard their secrets. Yet the spirit of the Incas lives on in their descendants, the Quechua people, who keep ancient traditions alive. Modern technology helps us search for lost cities and decode ancient mysteries, but true understanding requires imagination and respect. The Andes still hold secrets, perhaps Paititi, perhaps the code of the Quipus, perhaps more lost citadels. The Incas hid their knowledge well. The whispers remain, carried on the cold wind for those willing to listen. The adventure is far from over.